Hello everyone, welcome to the playlist where we will create the Flutter application which will connect to SQL using the web API ASP.NET MVC. In the last two tutorials we have created the database and tables, and we also created a project in Visual Studio for web APIs. And today we will add a Swagger documentation and we will remove the current documentation from the API. To remove the current documentation, we need to do the steps. These are the steps. I will add it to the comment section. First, we need to go to the area folder and delete the help page. So just go to the area folder and right click and delete the folder. Second thing we need to do is to remove this package from the Nugget. So we will copy this text and right click on the reference and go to manage Nugget packages, and then navigate to the install tabs and search for this. You will able to see this and you need to uninstall it. Third step is we need to commit this line, or we need to remove this line inside the layout.css HTML. So we need to go to views and then share folder, click on the layout.css HTML, and you need to commit this line or delete this line. I will just comment it. Now we need to add a Swagger package to the project. So you just need to search this key inside the browse tab and you will able to find this package, and you just need to click on the install button. Once the package will install, we will just run our project and then we will see the output and the new Swagger documentation. So let's wait for package to be installed. The package is successfully installed into our project, and now we will run the project. So you just need to click on the button and it will run the project. Once the project will run, we will able to see this UI. To access the Swagger UI, we just need to enter /Swagger and it will redirect us to the documentation of the Swagger, and we can see all APIs. First we will able to see the controllers, and then we will able to see the methods inside that controller, and we will see the type of the method, we will see the routes, we will see input, and we can also try it out. You just need to click on try it out and you will able to see the output as we tested in last tutorial. We can also see the response code and we can also see the response headers. To check the URL, we can also see this request URL, which you can paste it in your Flutter application while you are calling. This is a base URL as I mentioned in the last tutorial. Now we will add another controller to our project and we will see what changes will be done in the UI side after rerun the project. So let's stop the project. Just right click on the controller folder, go to adds and then controller, and here you will able to see this MVC controller, but we need to add the web API controller. You can add the empty controller, but I will add the read write actions which will add by default. So just give it name users and it will create a controller for us with all the basic methods. So we need to run the project now, and we need to hit, or we can also refresh the another screen. Now as we can see, there are two controllers, with one is users and one is values. So just click on users and then you can do the same as we have done for the values, and we can see all the values here. In the next tutorial we will learn how to connect SQL database with the web APIs using EDMX.